You may think it's odd to build a statue in memory of a hero in a cemetery, but that's the least odd thing about this tale of a hero's spirit, and the spirit I am talking about is not the spirit inside a man's soul that makes him a hero, but the ghostly spirit that I, Dr. Death, come into contact with in my world of the supernatural. Our story began in the friendly village of Doxton, where the elderly Spanish-American War hero Jasper Bebe was just finishing another one of his tall tales for the benefit of his local admirers.
How about telling us another great story, Jasper? It's too late now, kids, but if you like, you can come out to my shack after dinner and I can tell you a bedtime tale.
Gee, that'll be great. We'll be seeing you.
I've been listening to you, Jasper. Not only are you the town's greatest hero, because of the work you did as one of Teddy Roosevelt's Rough Riders, but the stories you have been spinning to the kids day in and day out have helped keep them out of mischief. I think the town ought to do something for you in return.
Thanks, Mr. Clayton, but I don't need anything.
Well, Jasper, anytime you need anything, you can count on me.
So Jasper Vivet has a fortune buried in his old shack. This is very interesting. I can easily beat Jasper back to his shack and dig up that fortune before he arrives.
But Jasper Beve's fortune wasn't to be found that easily.
So far, I haven't been able to find anything. But wait, what's this? A tin box. The fortune must be in it. It's locked. I'll have to find something to knock it open with.
What are you up to? Put down that tin box or I'll run you through with my sword!
Shut up, you old goat, or I'll have to shut you up.
My reputation and that tin box are my two most worthwhile possessions. Anyone who tampers with either will not live to tell the story.
You make a lot of noise for an old coot. It looks like you're asking for this.
Help!
You'll be out of your misery in just a few seconds, you old fool.
You forget it's the spirit in man that makes the hero. Maybe you can kill this old body of mine. I warn you, my spirit will never rest until it avenges my murder.
Save the ghost stories for the kids. They don't frighten me. Now to open that tin box and remove the fortune. But wait. What's that? Yipes, it's the kids! I'd better go out the back way and take the shortcut through the cemetery back to town.
But as the cowardly Waldo rushed off, he suddenly realized he forgot something.
I forgot to take the tin box, but I don't dare go back for it, because by now those kids must have found their hero's dead body.
But a few days later...
They have the whole story of Jasper's murder and funeral right here on the front page, but there's no mention of that tin box. It's probably still there, under that loose plank. With him 6 feet under, there's no reason why I can't go back and get it as soon as it gets dark.
Had Waldo kept his eyes open, he would have noticed there was something different about that night. The air was heavy with a feeling of death, and the moon only gave off doom beams. But Waldo's greed blinded him to everything but the tin box.
Ah, here's the box. And this time I came prepared to open it. I can knock that lock apart with this chisel.
Well, there's nothing in it but a few worthless old metals, and that's what Jasper Vey meant was his fortune. To think I stuck my neck out to get these. Better get going.
Somebody's coming. It's the chief of police, one of his detectives.
I don't see why you insist upon coming out here every night, Chief.
I'm still working on the theory that a murderer always returns to the scene of the crime.
I can't let them find me in here. I'll have to cut through the cemetery again.
But this time, Waldo was spotted.
He's heading into the cemetery. Come on, let's keep after him.
They're closing on me, and there isn't a place to hide. Wait a second. That statue. I never saw it before. Why, it's a monument for Spanish-American war hero Jasper Vivet. He has a peculiar smile on his face. But it isn't he who should be doing the laughing. should. I not only killed him, but now a statue's gonna save me from the law.
We seem to have lost sight of him.
He must be heading for the gate that leads out to the cemetery. Come on, let's keep after him.
As soon as I see them leaving the cemetery, I'll sneak out the other way.
But when the chief and his detective left the cemetery,
Yipes! There's something wrong with that statue. It's beginning to totter.
and before the panic-stricken Waldo could move away, I know what you're all thinking. What's supernatural about that? A statue can topple over and kill a man accidentally anytime. But if you'll check the Hall of Records, you'll discover one very weird thing. The town never built any statue in memory of Jasper Bebe.